Hello and welcome back to SirSmuggler's Let's Play, episode 55 of Season 2. I need to get to work on automating this farm here, because it is kind of running out of hand here. I removed all the dirt from the reserves here, so it's going to eventually slow down, but as you can see, we're building up quite a backlog of items in here. And I rearranged some things down here. One hatch was just not nearly keeping up with the output of this farm, so I installed another one. And yeah, we're producing tons of resources. I also reduced the output of this one to maximum of 5 minecart joules per tick, slowing it down a little bit, but well, it's hard to keep up, let's just say. So I just want to show you the saplings I use here is not the standard oak, it's one that I have bred some interesting traits into, so it's actually large, so it means we get a bit more wood, and it's got this triple sapling trait, so it produces a ton of saplings. And this sappiness, I'm not sure if this version I'm using here is actually using this trait, but in later versions, as I understand it, this affects how much biomass you can get from each sapling. So it's well prepared for producing biofuel. The only downside is we do not have any fruits on it. So it actually has cherries, but since the species doesn't support cherry fruits, just pomes, that's not gonna be any fruit. So anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking the 2 hatches, maybe it will keep up, I don't know. So let's see. What do I want to do now? I suppose the first order of business would be to sort the output a bit so that we get saplings in one direction and wood somewhere else, and of course there's sand also, isn't there? Yes. So, and another thing about this farm here, it's gonna use a lot of dirt. And dirt is kind of a finite resource, as far as I know. I mean, there's tons of dirt around, of course, but you can't really produce it somehow. And since I had that block grinder thingy taking care of all the dirt from my quarries, I actually don't have a lot of it in store. Like 800 or so. That may seem a lot, but it's gonna run out of it fast, I think. Anyway, it's about time we get to work here, so let's see. How do we want to do this? Well, first off, I think we will go ahead and disable this and make the farm just stop producing stuff, because it's not gonna work out too great. Let's just remove... Really? Can't shift click? Okay. Work with sand. Oh well. Actually the sand we can dump in there, and like so. So we got some stuff in here. I got a powered furnace. That's gonna process all the wood into charcoal, and then I'm thinking I want to build one of those railcraft steam boilers here to use the charcoal and get some steam and send some steam engines to power the furnace and the farm, and that's going to produce a lot of extra power, I believe. Yeah, so let's see here. Let me plan this out a little bit, and I'll be back when I know just about how I want to do this. Okay, so I did some more rearranging and I think I know more or less how I want this to work out now. So I moved the energy cell in here and let's see, yeah, we need to shift that one to output mode. Come on, wrench. Like that. And that one also powers the powered furnace, so things are going to be output through the hatches into diamond pipe, and wood will go down into this furnace. Well, it will try to, and if it's if the furnace should happen to be full and can't handle any more wood, it will instead go down the yellow path where everything else goes and end up in this chest. So this chest is just a temporary setup. We are going to sort out more stuff and do something with the saplings, of course. But one thing at a time. So let's see, let's just cover up the floor here. Now you know what's down here anyway, so just some power pipes, power conduits. So I'm thinking in this corner here we will have one of those steam boilers. And as for right now though, let's just put down a chest to symbolize the boiler. And let's see, yes, I put everything away in this bag here. So we can have a wooden pipe to pump out charcoal into the boiler. It's not a boiler yet, but it will be. And what else? Actually, maybe I need to have that lower down, but that's for later. Right now we want to have this auto-orchic gate, and so the boiler, I believe, has gate conditions that can say like if it has fuel or not. But this chest, we're just going to go with space and inventory. And if you have space and inventory, go ahead and send a red pipe signal, and then we can tell this gate here to respond to that pipe signal and energy pulsar. And here comes the charcoal. So this guy is set up to accept from the top, and that one is neutral, so it won't auto-eject into the pipe, but it will allow the wooden pipe to pull from it. And if I were to now start filling up this, we should be able to simulate what happens. So the pipe signal turns off when the chest is full, or when the boiler has plenty of fuel then. Which means this guy will keep producing. We could actually, we could tell this guy to respond to redstone signal. Let's see, signal required high. So that means he will stop, because it doesn't have red. And then we can tell this guy to also output a redstone signal when he has room. So if I do that, it should fire up again, pumping out and allowing more to be created. So a gate can have different kind of outputs. I could have different inputs for it as well. So this is an AND gate, and if I have the same kind of output, if I had energy pulsar on both of these outputs, then both of the inputs needs to be true to enable that output. Like if I were to set a redstone signal or something as well. But as long as the conditions, the outputs are different, they're gonna go ahead and operate independently of each other. So that's a pretty neat feature actually from the gates. Rarely used. I've used it a few times myself and it's kind of neat really. Can save you some space sometimes. Now in this particular application it's not really necessary to control this furnace with the redstone signal, because once the output slot fills up with the charcoal that is not being pumped out, it would stop working anyway, so it's kind of overkill, but nice at the same way. So yeah, that part's working pretty nice. And of course we're getting tons and tons of saplings. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with a triple sapling kind of tree. That's well, we'll see what happens when we start making biofuel out of them. So at least we got some stuff taken care of there. So maybe I should construct that boiler next. Probably is a good idea. Because then we can have power generated for this cell here and stuff like that. So yeah, I should do that. So again, I'll prepare a bit and I'll be back when I am ready to set things up. Okay, so let's get a boiler. We're gonna need some plating for the tanks. And while that's cooking up, let's fix up the fireboxes. And I happen to have a few fire charges lying around, so let's see if we can just... nope. Whatever. Anyway. Firebox, solid fuel. So we're gonna need furnaces and some bricks and the fire charges. So I got those and I got bricks. Let's craft up a few furnaces. Need some cobblestone. 4 of those. Fire charge and bricks. 4 of those. Excellent. And the plates should be done by now. There we go. So actually I'm gonna start off with only 8. We'll see how much we need. And as you see, since I haven't put any more dirt in, it's slowing down a bit, but that's okay. It gives us a bit time to breathe here to get things going. So I built another aqueous accumulator put down there to supply water to this system. And then we have our fuel boxes. And now we're gonna go ahead and create a mess. Can't be helped. Not too bad, I think it actually fit all in my inventory there. And you go ahead and do nothing at the time. So let's set this up. We want this. Oh wait, what did I do? This is not right. This is also wrong. Yes, I did iron tank walls. That's not at all what I wanted. Herpy derp. Well, such is life. So I wanted some low pressure tanks, didn't I? Ah, okay. So like that. Easily corrected. This looks more like it. There we go. And water should be filling up real fast, yeah. And then let's see, what kind of conditions do we have here? Low fuel. That sounds about right. Let's just cycle through and see what we got. Yeah, I guess that's the one we want. Low fuel, send pipe signal. And we should see some charcoal going in and start producing some heat. And it's not going to go very fast to begin with, but let's just throw in what we got here. And yeah, see, it turns off now because it's not low on fuel. So it will be interesting to see exactly what level is considered low. Yeah, that looks good. So with these 8 tanks, we should be able to produce enough steam to run 2 industrial steam engines. That is, of course, as long as we produce enough charcoal to sustain the operation. I might need to go with a smaller tank, or might be able to expand it. We'll see. I have no idea. So maybe I should put some dirt in, but we are producing just crazy amounts of saplings. I suppose we could burn the saplings as well. I don't know if this one accepts saplings though. I suppose it's easy enough to find out. So will that burn? Yeah, it will. Alarmingly fast, but yes, it will. So that might be an option if we are producing more saplings than we know what to do with. Still not low on fuel. Yeah, okay, so as long as it has one full stack in this slot here, it's going to be considered not low. And at the moment we're consuming it faster than we produce it, but that's because we're at a very low temperature. Once we get up higher, that's the consumption is going to go way down, so shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, if I do put in some more dirt, we will start producing, well, actually we have coal. The more I think about it, the less I want to do this. Let's just remove this guy. And you can always be active. That way we'll have a little bit of buffer of charcoal in that one. Just wanted to demonstrate how you could use the dual condition there for different things if you want to. Yeah, it's really burning through fast. But we are producing steam. So next up, steam engines. And where do I want those to go? Well, let's craft them first. And it's dark. And there's a creeper on my roof. And he's gonna jump down on my head, isn't he? Yeah, he is. I see what you're up to. Yeah, that's what happens. Not this time, buddy. So let's see. Industrial steam engine. Steel plates, the usual setup, and these requires that. Okay, can fix that. Do I have any steel plates? I got a few, and that should be enough actually. So 3 engines, 3 pistons, 6 gears, and yeah, that's annoying, that flickering back and forth when it's crafting things. Upgrade these to steel. And where's our pistons? And finally some glass. 2 of those. Yeah, I did enough for 3 engines, that's not what I wanted. And then we can get some of those, what are they called? They're called something. Some kind of conduit you can put steam in. Yeah, my mind is absolutely blank. Here they are. Liquid ducts, yes, that's the one. More of those, please. I should have the crafting of those available, yeah. Let's go with that. And let's go with a few more of those as well. And that's gonna take a little while to craft because it needs to grind down obsidian into obsidian dust, but should be available any second now. Let's just head downstairs and see what's up. Yeah, they're working on it. Got my liquid ducts. And then my redstone conduits. Yeah, that will have to do for now. So I'll just sleep through the night and I'll be right back. And here we are, ready to kill some creepers and other bad guys. See, they're everywhere. Constantly trying to sneak up on me and destroy my things. There's a skeleton. I don't care about you. And I should have brought some dirt. Oh well. How are you doing? I see it's slowed down the consumption a little bit, but it's still rather fast. Anyway, let's see, where do we want our engines and where do we want the steam to go? Maybe we should have the engines like right here somewhere. Or close to the boiler, I don't know. Decisions. Oh, my head hurts. Damn it, how hard can it be? It's 2 engines that needs to be placed. Why do I need to obsess about everything? I'll be right back. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be now. We got our engines, we got the conduits connected to the energy cell and your output mode, and the engines facing the right way. We got our liquid ducts to allow the steam in. And no, not there. And I'm missing a conduit. Yeah, I'll be back. And here we go. We got our last liquid ducts and need to wrench them so they connect. Hello, there you go. Now that should power the engines. Yeah, let's see, we need to configure these, I guess. No, they don't have a configure option, they need a redstone signal, so yeah, let's fix up that real quick. I suppose I should put up a gate to control this. So if I were to dig in behind here. And this pickaxe is about done. So let's go get some structure pipes and gates, why not? And more dirt is needed. As predicted, that's gonna be in oceans. Yeah, I'll figure something out. So let's just do this now. You and you, and if we can store energy, go ahead and send a redstone signal, and that should activate our engines. Excellent. So now we are still using more energy than we're producing. That can't be. Am I doing something wrong here? This is set to output a maximum of 5 Minecraft joules per tick, and yeah, now it's increasing slowly though, and each of these engines are producing 8, so that should give us plenty of surplus energy. I guess it's picking up now. Yeah. Okay then. And it's slowed down considerably now, the consumption here, so I think we'll be fine. So yeah, that means we will produce a lot of surplus energy just from the wood we're producing. That's without even touching the saplings. We start producing biofuel from that and burn that in a liquid boiler here, then we will really have a lot of energy that I quite frankly don't quite know what to do with. Oh well, luxury problems. So yeah, anything else? Well, I guess we should also do something about automating the supply of dirt and fertilizer, but I think that will have to wait for next episode. I think we did some real progress today with this setup here. Yeah, I'm quite pleased actually. Let's just put in what little dirt I happen to have on me. Yeah, we're doing fine. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you want to come back and see how this farm develops. So until next time, bye bye.